Hello, welcome back. So in today's this thing or we see programming tutorial, we're gonna be talking about identifiers. So from the identifiers, I'm gonna be dive a little to white space. Um, what are identifiers? Identifiers are those things you use to identify a data type. So for instance, I'm gonna cd inside my main.c, so we'll see what we have there. So come in, create this, so we'll see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna be opening my main.c. So this where we stopped recently, so gonna get back there. So if for instance above here I create a function, okay, creating a function, and this function I created, there's certain keywords that or how I am able to identify a key or identify a function or a variable. So for instance, this is one of it. So int, then I go with something like wisdom. So you can start with something like this, wisdom, and I can put I can set it to let me say 0. So I can set it to 2. No, okay, I think that's okay. Then I can come over here and I want to print to, so let me take this away from here. I don't know if I can bring it here, but let me just take it there. Then I'll come here. I'm gonna come here. Then I'm gonna print. I want to print, so I'm just gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna put percentage sign. So later on, we're gonna know what all this stands for. D. Then I'm gonna put wisdom there. So I'm gonna explain this in another video, but this video we're just gonna concentrate more on the identifiers. So as I was saying, when you look at this, I want to print. I'm expecting to see 2 as my output, so I'm gonna put a new line backslash then n. So for a new line, so I'm expecting to see 2 on my page. So I want 2 to be printed out on my page. I haven't been complied. So let's see that. So I'm gonna print 2. So let me compile it then. Let me run it. So you can see 2 is printed out. 2 is printed out like 2 here. So I'm gonna clear my screen because it's kind of full. So we have 2 printed out here. So which we have here 2. Now let's try something else again. So I'm gonna open it. So you can see we can start like this. We can also put stuff like this. We can start with an underscore. We can start with an underscore. So come here and I put an underscore there. So underscore wisdom. I can put another underscore hope or stuff like that, and I can come here. I put that the same stuff here too. So I can put underscore wisdom, then underscore hope. Okay, so and that's it. So now next thing is gonna WQ, sorry not that, WQ, enter, and I can try to BCC, and I can try to write that code. You see we still have 2. So all these are words, but we can't use words. We can't use identifiers. Our identifier should always start with a letter A, B, C, or underscore. But if I try using number, so let me start with a number. let me start with the number and see. So we have 2 here underscore wisdom, and I come here and I put 2 here, and I save this. Let's see what we have there. Let me compile it. So you can see there's an error there. So invalid suffix for this, and integer constant. So you can see I can't start with a number. So that is the first thing. So expecting identifier, or so identifier is supposed to be a letter or an underscore, not a number. So our number here too is causing an error, so it's making it unable for me to compile the code. So that's it. So I can't use words like, I'm trying to use word like so I'm gonna put back inside, and I want to use words like cha. I want to use words like cha, and I come over here and try to use the same word too. Cha, like this. Then the unknown, all this cha word, as it's highlighted, is trying to tell you that it is a reserved keyword, so you can't use it. So if I hit enter, so we see another error, 2 or more data type. So he's expecting the data because he's thinking maybe I'm bringing it int as another integer and bringing in char as another variable to use, another data type to use, but not so. So he's expecting stuff before the equals to sign. So you can't start with keywords that are already inbuilt in C programming. So you can't do that. Yeah, many keywords that we have. So I'm gonna open my notepad and I'm gonna paste stuff there, so you see the keywords that you can't use. So you see, so we can't use auto, words like auto. So we can't use words like auto. We can't use else. We can't use long, switch. We can't use all those words. We can't use break. So they are reserved keywords. We can't use enum, register. We can't use that word. We can't use type. We can't use def. We can't use case like this. We can't use extend. We can't use return. They are reserved words. We can't use union. We can't use char. We can't use float. So we can't use short. We can't even use unsigned. They are reserved keywords. We can't use constant, const. They are reserved keyword. We can't use for signed. They are reserved keyword. We can't use void. They are reserved keyword. We can't use continue. Continue like this, reserve. We can't use go to. We can't use size of. We can't use volatile. We can't use default. We can't use sorry, I made a mistake there.
Will you eat?
I made a mistake. So we can't use default. We can't use if, yeah, because also a reserved keyword used for switch. We can't use static. We can't use while. We can't use though. We can't use int. We can't use structs like this, and finally we can't use underscore packed. So we can't use all this. So but we can use uppercase stuff words like stuff like this. So let's try to use underscore pack. Pack P A K E D. Let me see. B A C K. Okay, B A C K E D. Sorry. So I'm gonna B A C K E D. So let me try using that here. I don't know if that's gonna try because it's not highlighted, but let me see. B A C K E D. So let's try use that. Gonna escape. So gonna so I'm trying to compile that, and actually it compiles. So if we run our code, okay, okay, that runs because it's not highlighted. But if it's highlighted, oh sorry, I don't think it's gonna run. So let me see lowercase p, p lowercase, try this here. And because it's starting with an underscore, so that's why it's working. But I don't think that will work for a function. So let me try compile that. It still works. So I think the underscore pack works, but I don't think it's gonna work for the function. But other ones we have here. So let me try words like static. Let me try words like static, static. Okay, see it's highlighted. That means we can't use that. We can't use that. So it's highlighted. We can't use int do. Let me see do. Let's see do. Do. Oh, it's giving us another color. Let me come here and put do2 here. Do or do that and see what we have. Or we get there an error, so we can't use that. So that's all we should know about identifier. They are reserved words that we can't use as our identifiers, maybe in a variable or in a function, so we can't use those words. So thanks for watching, and check out for the next video.